No,
So
no,
we should do that.
just with, we usually have like small talk when I don't know. I don't know. What's up, Mike?
Thanks for joining the podcast. The class decided to just start. It's cool though.
What's up, dude?
It's totally fine.
Good job. Good job.
So here, not only to prove how much of a multitasker I am, not only am I eating this podcast, I'm having a fish taco with cheese. I'm aiming a trike on Ark.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
Good
Started
lord.
it at like 9:30. I thought it was Tuesday, and I was like, it was such a high level, and I wasted all my kibble on it, so I just couldn't stop.
Well, it's a good thing. It's a good thing you're not doing the presentation because that'd be even worse.
Yeah,
I
really.
could do it.
Are you live streaming it on Twitch at the same time?
Yeah, I'm live tweeting it, live streaming,
Okay.
All right.
whole package,
We're gonna have to send you to rehab, aren't we? You need to like lay off the Ark, man.
No way. Fuck you. I can stop anytime I want.
Hold on. There we go.
Yay. We're starting that a little early, aren't we?
Yeah, no. This hasn't gotten really unfunny yet.
Oh, shit. We're already there.
CHUM,
Okay.
boom.
Now we're all
Yeah.
focused up, so start.
All right. So you guys ready for the presentation?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Oh God.
What? I haven't even started yet.
Oh no. Go for it.
The title's good.
Yeah, the title's good enough. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, so Golem's Precious Presents Emporium, gifts and antiques of all kinds. After my brief sojourn into Oh God, I'm kidding.
You can lay off that at any time. My throat is hurting from that.
Huh?
My throat is hurting just from hearing that.
I decided to take my precious monies and start a business. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that the whole time. I really thought I was going to be able to hold out. But I'm laughing too hard, and yeah, that really fucking hurts. Let's see, a business that Precious had always dreamed of. Golem loves collecting things and finding them new homes. You can see here he's collecting something right there. I think this is actually a statue somewhere.
It looks like an awkward
And its
fish.
new home is his belly.
It's actually a fish, I think.
Yes.
Of course, he's going to have many replicas of items from the famous films that he did. Rings, swords, daggers, bows and arrows, and even novelty armor. No guarantee that any of them will work in any fashion whatsoever. So, like, if you stab your friend, it's on you. It's not us.
Totally. I can understand that.
Please don't stab your friend.
Well, hey, we need news.
Go for the
That's
face.
true.
Oh, whoops. There we go. Right. Here we have the Golden Fleece of Greek fame.
Yay.
All items up for great bargains, in person only. He doesn't do any internet orders, unfortunately.
That fleece looks gay.
It was the best one I could find. All the other ones were just pictures of like tablets that told the story, not actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want a
Golden
live
Fleece
human
sucks.
heart.
Huh?
Fuck you, ancient.
I want a live human heart. Is that?
I'm sure he'd try to sell it to you. You were
like an ice chest.
apples from the tree of
Went
life.
lion.
But immortality is not guaranteed. In fact, it's not necessarily recommended that you eat the apples, but if you're going to, can you do it in front of us to see what happens?
It's probably wax.
We'll find out.
We'll find out next on Untitled Podcast.
Here we have Mjolnir, Thor's mighty hammer.
What is that again?
Mjolnir?
Mjolnir.
I think it's pronounced Mjolnir. I don't know.
Yeah, Mjolnir.
Fucking idea.
I
I've
don't
never
think
seen that
there's
word.
an I in there though.
Huh?
I don't think there's an I. I think it's just.
This is how it was spelled online. So
How the fuck do you have an M and a J right next to
What
each
the
other?
fuck do people on?
I don't get it.
it's Viking language, whatever
Yeah, it
Vikings are now.
Norse. Old Norse.
Yeah. It's Thor's mighty hammer. All sales final. No guarantee of this or any other item's ability to be transported by mortals. If you can't pick it up, we're not giving you your money back. That's really not our fault. You should have thought of that before you paid.
Fuckhole.
That's such a terrible joke.
That's really bad.
Here we have the Spear of
Good job.
Destiny.
Oh.
And not particularly useful as a
The
weapon,
spear
but
of
great for adding a
longinus?
little extra flavor. You just stir it into your favorite soup or stew. A little bit of the blood of Christ really goes a long way.
That pierced the side of your Lord and Savior.
Yeah, and like I said,
repent
great
now.
for soups and stews. You can even like poke it into a pot roast a bunch of times, kick up the flavor a notch.
So, like, when somebody asks if you put love in your
Repent.
stew, you can literally say yes to love of Christ.
Yes, you can.
The cinnamon stone.
The Sintamani stone
Sintam-
said to grant. Oh, whoops! I actually didn't spell check this. My
Come
bad.
on.
It said to grant wishes,
Witch
and
tag.
is once
Switch
rumored to be
on.
owned by Buddha himself.
Ah.
Ooh.
While so far it has yet to grant a single wish, it has worked as a fabulous paperweight.
I prefer the stone bowl of Buddha, because at least it does something.
This might be the stone bowl of Buddha, and I might have just gotten the wrong image. Maybe there could be like some sort of
sucks.
liquid in it.
You
I'm not
can't do
sure.
anything with that.
You could put it in the soup
Can't even
like a
hold
soup
water.
stone.
Well, I'm thinking the brown spot in the middle might actually be soup, and this is like a marble bowl, but I'm not sure.
Oh,
That's soup I'm not eating.
yeah, no.
It just looked like a
The
gold
brown
rock.
stuff in the middle doesn't look like soup.
Yeah,
That looks
no,
like
no.
bloody.
It's like the stone toilet paper of Buddha.
Aladdin's lamp is also available. While the Jinn has long since moved out, there is a surprisingly roomy one-bed, one-bath studio inside with lavishly appointed Arabic-style furnishings.
Ew.
Our
Bigger
No
on the
windows,
inside.
oddly enough. Yeah,
Bigger
no-
on the inside.
Okay, two
Fuck the
questions.
TARDIS.
One, are pets allowed? And two, have they gotten out that patented Arabic smell?
Well, pets are allowed because if you own it, you can do whatever you want with it. As far as the patented Arabic smell, I don't know. You'd have to check for yourself.
Febreze.
I'll pass.
That's not too bad. For an Aladdin's lamp, that's not too bad.
Oh yeah. And here we have the Book of Thoth, which is said to
Hey.
grant the ability to talk with animals and the ability to know God's minds.
Ooh.
yeah.
Or the minds of the gods, depending on how you put it. Of course, we make no guarantees, but if it should work, we would appreciate you having a word with our cat Precious about using the litter box.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It's Precious.
Cats were like holy to them.
Yeah, well, we don't want to kill the cat,
Egyptians
so
love
if you
them
could just
some
talk to the
cats.
cat about using the litter box, we wouldn't have to kill it.
I mean,
No.
Egypt is the litter box.
There we
So,
go.
they didn't worry about it.
Don't kill my precious.
For a limited time only,
Excalibur.
we have a great deal on Excalibur, 50% off the asking price. Some rust damage. Also, we make no guarantees of the current UK acknowledging your right to the throne.
Yeah, you'll have to kill the current.
Yeah, that's all
monarch.
your deal. We're not taking sides.
We do not endorse such actions, though.
We also have many
Not
fine
necessarily.
furnishings available from every era. We have a lovely armoire and some nice furniture like a settee right here.
Did you get
Interestingly
like a
enough,
vase
I
from
did
the
not
Ming
realize-
Dynasty?
No, I didn't. I should have gotten a picture of that. Interestingly enough, a settee is apparently a two-person couch. Did not know that.
Is it?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a two-person couch.
That's a banging
An
couch.
extra wide chair, depending on.
Yeah. It's a love seat.
Ancient
Sure.
banging
Look
couch.
like it would really be too sturdy, though. Like if if you really want to get into somebody.
Yeah, all I know is I typed in settee and it was this little two-person couch. All of
Hey.
them. All these.
You really want to get into it.
It's all about the angle, man. It's all about the angle.
We also have
Yeah.
lots of fun
Thank you
toys
for
and
the
unique
expert.
playground equipment to keep the kids happy for hours.
Whoopsie, wrong button.
Yeah,
Yay.
you were going for the drum on the bottom, dude. Here we have a lovely rack and an Iron Maiden and some thumb screws to keep the kids busy. We mainly save these for unattended children, so if you want to let your kids run around our store, we have ways of dealing with that.
That Iron Maiden has a great rack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
All right, and that's our
Hey,
presentation.
was it Iron Maiden that sung the Iron Man song, or was that Black Sabbath?
Iron Maiden's a group.
What?
Iron Maiden
Yeah.
is a group.
Yes,
Iron Maiden's a group.
Iron Maiden's a group.
It's a rock and roll group.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had to sort through. I don't
No,
know how many
No,
fucking
he-
pictures of that group to get this too. By the way,
He's asking,
Yeah, did they sing the Iron Man song?
yeah, did Iron
Was it-
Maiden
was
or
it-
Black
oh, did they
Sabbath?
sing the Iron Man song? I have no idea. You'd have to ask somebody.
Yeah, I thought it was Black Sabbath, but I'm not sure.
The end.
I'll look it up.
And
Angle.
Alright, so
That's beautiful.
tab out and unfocus you.
Thanks to class.
Oh yeah, I made this. This little Angle. It's Angle's name but spelled in the shape of a penis.
Oh.
Oh.
That. And it has a little. If
Oh,
you
that's
can see
actually
the
really
whole,
clever. Yeah, now
Yeah.
that you say it, I see it.
And if you zoom in, there's like little specks on the E, on the big E.
Just put like Easter eggs
Oh
in
yeah,
it.
there are too. Good point. That's well done.
Yay, I love having Easter eggs in my name.
Yeah.
I have an update on an old story we talked about.
Cool.
Holy shit.
Real quick, before we do that, Black Sabbath. That's who sang the Iron Man song.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
cool.
what I thought.
Okay, we're good.
We're factual now. Thank you.
All right, so we talked about Subway being raided by the FBI, and we were like, well, let's wait and see what happens.
Yeah.
Really?
Apparently, according to some text that he exchanged with somebody, it looks like he paid a 16-year-old for about $100 for sex.
Oh yeah.
Really?
That's I heard that on the
He
radio.
can have anyone he wants.
Fucked up.
Oh, you must listen to Bob and Sherry too, because it's where I heard it.
That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
it's a little fucked up. I mean, at least it's not like 4-year-olds. Like, it's not like weird, creepy toddler stuff.
No.
Yeah.
No.
At least he's not
And it's
banging
not okay.
4-year-olds.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not like,
That's the
right on,
compliment.
dude. It's just like, well,
Hey.
16 is a lot better than like 10. you know?
There's grass on the field,
Yeah.
play ball.
Well, I mean, to be fair, there's other countries where 16 is like the age of majority, but
Oh, yeah.
I think there's even states in the country where if you're
I think
like 20
Wyoming.
or something, yeah.
Wyoming is like 14 or something.
Yeah, there's
maybe
weird
it used to be,
rules.
or I don't know. There's one state where it's like you could. It's one of those cousin fucker states too. So you know this law. Nothing can come of this.
Subtle. Real subtle.
Not like Maine.
No,
No.
Maine's a great place. There's no
place
cousin
ever.
fucking here.
That's
Oh, wow.
Bitter cold, 8 months of the year.
A Florida woman
I'm
who
good.
worked as a TV journalist tipped the feds that Fogel,
Oh,
who is
man.
the subway guy, told her he thought middle school girls are hot.
Ah,
Ah.
I don't know about
know.
middle school girls, but some of those high school girls are pretty
that made
ridiculous.
me feel pretty
Especially like
nasty
the stuff
just
they
then.
wear and stuff. That's pretty gross. It's pretty ridiculous. Like, you really can't tell half the time. I'll be honest. He might not have known that was a 16-year-old. Now, if you look at the text, I think it looks like he was really obviously aware.
Yeah, no.
You're allowed to think middle schoolers are hot if you're a middle schooler or younger. Like that's about it.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't care who thinks who is hot as long as they're not actually acting on it.
Oh yeah. Well,
You
yeah.
could be like, God damn, that middle school girl over there is just banging. As long as you're not like, and
you're
now I'm
still
gonna go
kinda-
pick
and
her
you're
up.
still really fucked up.
Says
No, as long as you're not
But at
like,
least
I'm
you're
gonna go
not-
over there and have sex with her. I don't really give a shit. I mean, I don't want to hear it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But you think whatever you want, just don't fucking act.
keep it to yourself. I don't want to.
This is why I think the sex doll place, what's that called? The one that
think
sells
that's
like
it.
the really expensive
doll
sex
place.
doll place.
Oh,
You need
I-
like the really like elaborate sex dolls with like hair and shit, and they look like
Oh,
real
like-
people.
Oh.
Robot ones?
Japan.
No, not robots, but they're like uncanny valley looking.
That's where you
yeah,
get
yeah.
those.
I don't know.
They're
I
like,
don't know
they're
the
like
website.
$8,000
I
a
don't-
piece or something. Yeah,
They're
there's a
there.
company that makes those. But honestly, I think we should be taking some of our tax money and providing these like really hardcore pedophiles with like little fake dolls that they can fuck.
I don't know about
Yay.
that.
No, I mean they're gonna
I think
they're
if
gonna
you
go do
just
that kind of
allow-
stuff anyway. You're not
if you allow,
encouraging
like-
anything. You're just giving them an outlet that doesn't involve actual
Oh
children.
no. I just don't think the tax dollars are necessary. Like,
You're right.
there
You're
are
right.
enough- There are enough
If you
people
make
who
it
will
legal
make
for them
that
to buy it, it'll be totally fine.
Yeah.
Because currently it's illegal for any sex doll company to make sex dolls that look like children. Because they're real, apparently, and their feelings will get really hurt.
Well, we're not that long into the podcast, and you already make me feel like I need to take a shower.
Yeah.
I just think if you don't give people an outlet for that kind of thing, then you're kind of like.
You could at least wait till the
What
end.
what was time to child rape on that one? Did anyone
Yeah, really. Well, we started about 7:15 or so we're in about
Yeah.
15 minutes in.
Okay, that's all right.
Stabby's time to child rape. That's the we should have like a
Well, we were
time
talking about it,
meter.
Jared. I had to bring that up. We have the new one, but it just bothers me that like they're like making the like animations illegal and like the sex dolls is like give these fuckers an outlet so they don't actually fuck kids.
Yeah, but does anyone really care about like that though? Like I don't know. I feel like in 2007, this would have been a big story.
Oh, it's like
But
weed
nobody
being
gives a
illegal.
shit.
Oh, like whether or not the
This
Jared
is so
had sex with a 16-year-old.
2007, Stabby.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just
Yeah,
like
man.
Jared
Do with the
Fogle and
times.
Jared Fogle in general, not child
man.
rapists will always
Still,
be
he was-
Child fucking
It
is
was worth like
timeless.
12 mil. I think it was like 12 or 17 million or something like that.
Wait.
Money.
That was priceless,
It's-
Mike.
It's been around for a long time. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
that's- oh, I
It's
missed
a timeless memory. It's a part of our culture. It
Yeah.
fucking just happens. It's okay.
It's like prostitution, you know.
Yeah.
It's been around forever.
Yeah.
It's
well,
it's the
It's
third
okay,
oldest
but-
profession
oldest
behind
profession.
prostitution in the law, like being a lawyer. Is child raping. Just a full-time child raping.
God.
Did you say full-time child raping?
Yep.
Seriously?
I'm a part-time child
He's a
rapist.
career child rapist.
Yeah, on weekends only, really.
Yeah.
Weekend warrior.
Oh,
So
God.
we didn't lead with Granny the Ripper, huh?
Who's
Oh.
Granny the Ripper?
Oh, you haven't heard of Granny the Ripper?
I don't know if I
No,
want
We
to.
haven't.
Is she like a serial
I
killer?
agree
Like an
with
old
you,
lady that
actually.
killed a
Yeah,
bunch
this
of people?
old lady's been killing people for the last 20 years. I think she
Damn.
chopped up like 11 to
And-
14 people or something.
And
Good
make
Lord.
them into cookies.
So what is she doing it for? Like food, money?
I think
Just
one
does
of
she
them
get
was
off
over-
on it.
An
Because
arg-
she's an old lady and she has a couple years left to live.
Forget
Why
what it was.
would you not do that? I'm not saying that we condone that.
she
ever
might have
do-
eaten some people.
Really.
Damn. That's a commitment.
What's
Yeah.
a good?
That's what you really have
Go to a
to.
reputable site.
You have to be thinking that hard. I guess not, or be that psychotic. You're like, I'm gonna eat this guy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna murder his ass.
It's a
and I'm
whole
gonna
nother.
eat him.
It's a whole nother level. Like
Yeah.
murder
Like just like
somebody
murdering can happen on so many levels, but like murdering and then eating,
Oh, it's savage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like those are
It's
two
like a
separate
real,
decisions.
Yeah, it's like a real devotion to what do you call it?
Your craft.
No,
Yeah.
I was gonna say body disposal, proper body disposal, because no one is
Oh.
gonna like go through your shit to see whether or not there's human DNA in it. So
Yeah, she was pretty good at disposing
Alright,
of
so-
bodies, apparently.
I'm gonna screen share that for Mike. Here we go.
Yeah,
That's
Oh god damn it! It's starting a video.
at least 11 deaths. Oh, pause the video.
Yeah, I paused it. It's paused.
Ooh, that's a bitch.
Yeah. So St. Petersburg, Russia. Yeah, cannibalism and occult sacrifice.
Oh, this is a
slaves
Russian
at least
thing.
11 people by a pensioner dubbed the Granny Ripper. Wow.
It makes total sense now, actually. Now that I know it's in Russia.
Yeah, no, it makes absolute sense. Like that is true. I thought that the same thing. God damn.
badass motherfucker.
Yeah, no, this lady was just out for blood.
Oh, she was killing other old ladies. Wow.
Yep.
If I'm
killed her-
dying, I'm taking
her
you
husband-
with me.
Her husband, went missing a while back. Stuff.
Oh.
God damn.
Maybe she was trying to get back to the Russian mafia or something. Maybe they're gonna make a movie out of this in a couple
I think
of years.
she is the Russian
Oh,
mafia.
she's-
This
Maybe.
She's
Maybe-
literally insane.
Oh, maybe this is like a weed scenario where her husband dies and
She's
she needs
haunted.
she needs
okay,
money.
by a
So what's-
maniac who lives upstairs who forces her to kill. That's
Yeah, it's clearly a
crazy.
case of voices. Yeah.
Or
Yeah, that
she's
sounds-
completely sane and
But
she knows she can get off with this insanity.
But she wrote down like this meticulous journal, and it was like, yesterday I killed my friend Jennifer and chopped her into pieces.
Yeah,
I-
kept
I
a
wonder-
detailed
Just like
diary of
matter
her
of fact
crimes.
about it.
And turned her into sushi.
Yeah.
I feel like pork
You don't wanna
chops
waste all
tonight,
that
but
meat.
Forget the pork. I'm going with human.
So now they're gonna have to rewrite the Little Red Riding Hood story. Just omit the wolf.
Yeah,
It's
really.
just Granny. Oh,
was
Granny,
Granny.
what a big knife you have.
Oh, great. Oh,
Pretty
God.
crazy.
What are you doing?
All the better to kill her.
They call her the Granny Ripper. That's a fucking awesome name.
Yeah.
My Granny, what big knives you have!
So I'm proud,
with, my dear.
I'm proud that you didn't lead with that, but I'm glad we got to cover it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad we eased into that. That's you got it.
Well, you got to start with the child rape.
Yeah,
then
start
you
with
gotta work
child
your
rape.
way to like cannibalism.
And then ease into granny
alleged
killing.
child rape. Alleged.
We
Alleged.
talk about the nicest things.
Yeah, alleged. Everything we just said is alleged.
Yeah, no, none of it's been.
We are
convicted
not
yet. Yeah, none of
legal
it's been
people
proven.
at all. Do not.
We
get
are not
us
here to
wrong.
convict anyone.
We're not legal people at all.
We're not legal.
Fuck?
We're not legal guys.
Stay home.
Don't sue us, please.
I mean, we're not lawyers, because like legally, I'm pretty sure we're all people.
No, we're not.
Hey, but if anyone's looking to give a guy a green card marriage, I'm here.
Yes. I'm totally a person, aren't you?
You're here, you're
Yeah.
queer, and you're proud, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm here. I'm Mexican, and I'm a
And human.
Oh man. So I heard this great stat on the radio, and I looked up an article about it. And I think you guys will agree that this might be one of the more
Yes.
ridiculous things you've heard.
Is it the angel dollars?
No.
Okay.
So apparently, this whole article is not necessarily about it, but apparently studies have shown that within 10 seconds from peer intervention, bullies stop every time.
What?
Oh, what? How the hell do you measure that, though?
I'm not sure how much they measure it, but they claim.
You get
No.
a yardstick.
Don't fucking listen to that. That's a way to get two people bullied instead of one.
Seriously. If you can't take the bully down, you're better off not doing anything other than like talking to a teacher.
Yeah. I guess that would count as peer intervention, but like even the teachers can only do so much. Even after it gets physical, you know, they can
A lot
only.
of times
They can't
I
really touch a
was
kid.
the peer intervention. I was like, hey, stop fucking with that guy or we're
Oh,
going
here's
to
something
fight.
Oh, I was totally the opposite. It could be my best friend in there, and I was putting my head down and walking away, which
You're
it
like,
was one
"No."
time. Like my buddy was getting bullied, and I was just kind of like, that's not
Put your books
not my
over your
problem.
head. It doesn't hurt as bad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So here's one that they're claiming doesn't work. Stand up to a bully. The time-honored assumption
That's what I always
is
did.
that if your child cleans a bully's clock once or merely shows himself willing to try, the display of bravery will activate the bully's innate cowardice or possibly his latent capacity to respect a worthy opponent.
No,
They're
it's
claiming
just,
that it doesn't work that way, and I gotta say, most of the time it really has for me. I don't know about anybody else.
It
Just like every anime ever. They'll become
just
your
not
greatest
worth-
friend
it's
and
not
rival.
worth the trouble after you stand up, is what it is. It's not like even if you're just mildly annoying, there's another kid out there who's not gonna stand up.
Yeah.
You're gonna go
That's
find that kid. and
Usually
pick on
what
him.
happens, it's like he gets into the fight once, and then it's like he's got other people that he can bully that are much
Yeah.
easier to bully, so he just
Yeah.
goes on to them.
It's a
So
deflection.
alleviates
It's not
you,
a.
but it might go
Yeah.
towards somebody else. I mean, but there's still that possible chance that if you really stand up to him and like physically,
Oh, yeah.
then he'll just be like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna whip your ass anyways.
Yeah.
So now I'm just gonna make it worse because you pissed me off."
Most of the time
So-
I've found they
You
either
get
don't
the
show
guy
up
that
for the
latches
fight.
onto you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
They either don't show up for the fight. They show that they have respect for you afterwards, because a lot of times they're like, oh well, you know, this guy actually has the balls to stand up to me, or and usually they'll stop.
Also,
We're advocating violence right now,
would be
which
also
I don't do.
You're also you gotta admit that your opinion coming from being a big guy.
Well, I mean, some of the people I've dealt with were much bigger than me.
That's
Like,
gotta
there was
be-
this,
that's gotta be- I
I
almost want to say
usually
that.
sort of a
Bullies
shop
are
class.
usually
It was
pretty
like
big.
instruction technology class when I was in high school, like the last
wow.
year I was in, and this dude was maybe a foot taller than me, and I'm already like 6 foot. This guy was, well, okay, maybe he was like 6'6", but he was pretty fucking big.
Yeah.
Big Indian dude, like Native American style.
Yeah.
And he was just harassing people, and at the table, and I finally was just like, dude, shut the fuck up. And he was like, oh yeah, you want to fight? I'm like, sure, just not right now. I'm not gonna get kicked out of school because you're an asshole. And I just like totally handled it about the same tone of voice. And I said, yeah, you know what? There's that little park. It's like 5 minutes walk from here after school. I'll be happy to meet you there after school, dude. I don't give a shit. And so I showed up. Guess who ever showed up in like fucking half an hour waiting?
Oh,
You know, so
mean guy.
I mean, he just was like, apparently, I had enough confidence or whatever that he just was like, maybe this isn't a good plan. I don't know, but realistically, dude would have cleaned my fucking clock. He would have beat my ass.
Yeah,
hard.
I had the same thing, and it's like, all right, we're gonna meet up after school, and so it's like we're gonna meet up after school out by the parking lot, and then we showed up, and then he reiterated that he was going to beat my ass, and then they left, and then I left. And that was it.
Anticlimactic. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, no, one
All
time,
right.
one time
That
my
didn't
friend and I, we went to some other kid's house because that was like, it was the same deal. He was gonna meet there and fight this other kid, and I was just gonna kind of watch.
It's
and
like,
so we
it's
get
like the
there,
South Park thing. It's like, this guy's going to fight this guy. Let's go.
Yeah, we get there, and the kid's like, I don't really want to fight you.
Yeah. It's like, you know,
And
can't we
I
all
feel
just
like
go
there's
home?
teeth.
the day goes on, and they actually do end up fighting.
Oh, shit.
I was like,
Oh.
yeah, it was. I don't even remember really what happened. We were playing football or something, maybe.
But
and
they
then,
fought.
Yeah, no, he
They
started
did fight,
fighting me.
though.
Oh yeah, no, they fought.
Okay, good.
They
We
fought,
got at least one fight in.
kind of. Well,
Oh,
me and
kind
the
of.
kid fought, and then after I was done with him, the other kid came in and actually beat his ass.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
It was a real fight.
Yeah, it was a real fight.
It wasn't
Shit
like...
got real.
He was. Oh, it was like he was so physically overmatched. The other kid, like my friend, was using WWE moves on him. that don't really hurt, but just being in them makes you panic because they look real.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's scary. He's got him in the scorpion lock.
He's got him in the STFU.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So the other three methods they talk about that don't work for handling bullies are just ignore it. Which, I don't know, man.
No, that
That works sometimes.
Depends on the
bully.
kind of bully. If the
Yeah.
bully is just one of those like loudmouths, is just talks and talks and talks, and you just like stop responding at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if
There's
it's
different
That
kinds of
usually
bullies
works.
here.
But if it's like pushing you around, you're gonna keep doing it.
Did they acknowledge that there's different kinds of bullies? Or did they just like bully?
No, they're really just talking about bullies.
and like a cyber bully is definitely going to be different in nature than a bully that's kicking your ass every day.
Your bank
Well,
account
and
Yeah.
the cyber
If
bully,
you- if you-
physically harmed.
what they're doing might be doing things that are illegal. You might be able to like call the police and get them arrested.
Yeah, but what a fucking faggot? What kind of?
Well,
fucking
I mean, it
faggot
depends on
would
what
do
they're
that?
doing. If they're having
That-
like
that
kids
sounds-
What are you, a
That's
dick
to
shooter?
your house.
No. That
Come
just
on,
sounds like
man.
an easy way to get more bullying. Oh, you went and told because he said some things online, faggot.
No. Well, some of the cyberbullying is like
That's-
they'll
that's the
literally
kind of
have
thing.
like dozens of pizzas sent to your house.
Oh,
Send out like the
Oh,
4chan
man.
raid kind of stuff. Like in that case, you
Pizzas thrown
contact
onto
the
your roof?
FBI.
Huh?
Huh?
Throwing pizzas onto the roof? Huh?
Breaking Bad.
Yay. Good
I've never. Why would you throw a pizza on somebody's roof? That's
I don't
not
know.
a waste of
Why
Gotta
would you?
watch
pizza.
Breaking Bad to get it.
Oh yeah, no, I'll pass.
No, yeah.
But the other two methods were tell a teacher and let the teacher handle it, which that can have mixed results. Sometimes it works. Most of the time, no, bad plan.
Sometimes I don't know. It depends. It
Don't
depends on
involve
what kind of
Miss
bullying.
William.
Well, the thing is, it really depends on if you're really lucky. Oh no, I think I'm frozen out.
No, you're
No,
fine.
you're good.
Okay, I'm good. Everything froze for a second for me, and I was worried that I lagged out. Yeah, that's helping. Thanks, man.
Anytime.
I'm doing this and Ark. You can at least do this one thing.
If you're really lucky, it's the last
wrong with
straw
you?
before the bully gets expelled from the school. But otherwise, you're fucked. And then what was the other one? The parents handle it. Let the parents handle it. Like your mom calls their mom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll work.
That depends on their mom, really.
Yeah, it does. And that one's the toughest one because, you don't... There's a good chance for backlash on that because...
Yeah, a lot of times it turns out the parents are also bullies, and now they're going to be like parent bullies
parents are
now.
also dicks.
And it's like, God damn, really?
I wonder why they're dicks. Oh, because their parents are dicks.
Yeah, turns out.
Okay.
A lot of the
Parents
time,
are
yeah.
dicks too.
I
What a
mean,
coincidence.
Like, or your mom calls their mom, and then later they show up with a black eye because their dad beat the shit out of them for you.
Oh man.
Finally, some discipline.
there we go.
Yeah,
Since we're all kind
that's how my science teacher in 8th grade got this one kid to behave. He would always try to be like the jokester, and like just kind of a general asshole in class, and even the students were getting tired of
My
his shit.
science teacher was like that too, man.
No, so basically one day he called his dad, and the kid came back with a black eye, and so every time he would even act up a little bit, he would threaten to call his dad, which is
Wow.
really fucked up. But
oh,
I don't know,
shit.
it worked.
That's
He
pretty
wasn't a little shit again.
bad. Oh, wow.
But it worked.
It worked because his dad was going to beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, yeah.
I had one of the greatest science teachers in high school.
Yay for child violence.
He had like a weird, fucked up eye that he kind of squinted all the time, and he twitched all the time.
Hey, mine too.
and like, man, when
I'm
we
the same guy.
he loved that shit. Well, we are all living in Maine, you know. We're all natives of Maine, totally.
We all
The
also
great state of Maine.
My science teacher also drew pictures with like secret other pictures hidden inside of them.
Oh.
So it was really weird. Yeah.
The other thing he had was a fake cannonball. He would throw to people when they were like not paying attention.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
So it was like a plastic cannonball, but it looked really, really real.
Oh shit! My teacher just threw a cannonball at me.
Dive out of their seats to avoid it and shit. It always worked because they'd be like turn to talk to someone else, and he'd be like, "Hey," and then throw it, and they'd turn, and it's coming right out.
Yeah, it's like the bowling ball balloon.
Oh, he was good. That guy was awesome. Like we did an experiment where you separate the hydrogen and the oxygen in water, and then you like trap the hydrogen in a test tube, and in order to prove that it's hydrogen, you light it off.
No.
And you're supposed to fill like the bottom quarter of the test tube, and we filled ours the whole way. And so when we lit it off, it's like, pew, like super, super fucking loud. It made this really loud whistling sound, and then the 30-pound base of the little thing that the bar that holds the test tube just starts rocking back and forth like super far, and the teacher just looks up and he's like, "That was awesome."
Man,
Instead of being like,
it's like
you could have really hurt somebody.
ass.
What if the test tube exploded? None of that. Just that was awesome.
As long as no one's hurt, it's cool. It's what happens when someone falls. You're like, dude, are you okay? And they're like, yeah, I'm okay. And you're like, ah.
That was badass.
That was fucking great.
It's like fireworks.
Then
if you survive them, then they're awesome.
Well, didn't we talk about that dumb shit that killed
live to enjoy them.
himself? Like lit the fireworks off of his head.
Oh yeah, he died. That's what I thought of actually.
Yeah, that's exactly came to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, don't do that.
Yeah,
that
if you
guy,
light fireworks off your head, it will kill you.
I
You're not gonna be.
I liked
doing
how
it wrong.
When they talked to his family members, they were like, "Yeah, he was never the type to do anything stupid."
Like,
obviously,
he was.
Obviously, yeah.
Or he wouldn't have been in this particular situation unless someone put the firework in his head and put it on his head.
Oh God, yeah, no.
One time though.
I can't control myself. Ah! Right.
The Kraken.
I don't know if any of you guys heard this, but there's actually new evidence that there might have been a real Kraken.
That'd be fucking awesome.
But not like, like the actual Kraken, but just a super huge squid.
No.
Oh yeah.
Well, don't we already have the giant squid?
I think so,
yeah. Popularis was
like
a school
really,
bus-sized
really
flipper marine reptile that lived during the... Okay, what is it?
Is this
Essentially,
just
they found fossilized bones that were
giant
organized the way like current cephalopods organize things.
Oh, by the way.
Cephalopods. That's just fancy talk.
By the way, Art is getting a giant squid. The dossier just came out a couple of days ago.
Oh shit!
Sweet.
Bringing it back
I'm
around.
gonna get killed if we're trying to get that thing.
Oh, by the way, update on the trike. It's about 3/4 of the way done, so I'll be able to devote my full attention to this bullshit in a couple minutes.
Yeah, you know that the trike isn't going to help you with alphas, right? Like that's going to do nothing for you.
Oh, I just wanted it as meat shield, and I wanted to knock back the alpha raptors.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll work.
Those alpha raptors, though.
Yeah, no.
The alpha raptors are so fast that they're like in front of you, then they're beside you, and then they're behind you.
Yeah.
I saw somebody else do it, but
it's like an episode of Dragon Ball Z. They're here, they're there.
I get a pack of Delos, about 20 Delos, and about 3 war trikes, and then the trikes knock it back, and they come here, and then they get bitten by the Delos.
Oh, okay. Maybe that'll work. I don't know.
Yeah. Keep it on the D-Lo.
Yeah.
Word. Drop Mike.
Mike's the only one doing his job here.
I don't.
Yeah, we're just talking about Ark.
I don't know what you're saying. You could have been talking in German just then.
Oh, that's right. You still haven't managed to get the game running. God damn.
Yeah. Well, he got it running, but it's just at like 2 frames a second.
But not so good.
Yeah, it's not a matter of
that video card, huh?
No, es bueno.
It's not a matter of frames per second. It's seconds per frame.
Yeah.
Well, yes, you're definitely gonna have to update your video card to play it. I think.
The sound effect.
Yeah, or they're just gonna have.
I feel your pain, by the way.
Would have been perfectly timed 3 seconds ago.
Yeah, I know. I didn't think until he was like, hit the bump, and I'm like, the bump?
Drop that.
Although, Mike, I have to say, I feel your pain because I bought the bundle on Steam for all the Fallout games.
Oh, shit.
Fallout 3 does not run on Windows 7 or 8.
Ouch.
Oh, that's bullshit.
And they don't tell you. They just say, oh, well, it's not optimized for that. They do tell you that 1 or 2 might not run on 8, but in fact, they both run fine. But they don't tell you that Fallout 3 may or may not, or just flat out doesn't work.
Wow.
Yeah, but even then, I think buying that bundle was probably less expensive than just buying the other games.
No, during the sale, if I could have just bought I would have only bought New Vegas, and it would have been fine.
Oh, okay.
And I would have saved probably half the amount of money I spent. Though to be fair, we're talking like $15, so I'm not really put out.
Yeah.
It's just kind of ridiculous that they sell the game.
You might be able to get a refund. Yeah.
It's way too long ago.
Damn.
Missed a grace period.
Yep.
But like I'm saying, it's $15. So at the end of the day,
I don't know if you played it for less than 2 hours.
You should go complain to City Hall or something. I think that's what you should go to for this. They'll do something.
Well, here's the funny thing. So some of the fixes that I tried were rewriting the code of the game.
Yes.
File.
That's what every gamer should have to do.
Yeah,
that didn't work.
Because every gamer is a coder.
The stupid part is, I do that. It's like
it was only 2 lines of code. You just
get it to work or some shit. Yeah. It's like sometimes that's all it takes.
The second thing you have to do is you have to download Windows Live Gaming.
Yeah.
In order for it to have the correct files to run in compatibility mode for XP, which is the last operating system it worked on. Wow. And I did that, and it runs, but it crashes constantly. And so I let it run long enough that I could leave a really nasty review. I'm not really a nasty review, but just one that was like, hey, look, this doesn't work on Windows 7 or 8. Don't buy it.
Yeah.
Just as like, hopefully somebody will read the warning and not, waste money on something that they can't even use.
If you give it time, someone will fix it.
While you're not actively doing something on your computer, you should let it run longer so that your review will show up higher and higher just to spike them.
I had to crash it over and over and over to get to the 5 minutes necessary to leave the review.
God damn, you can't even get 5 minutes in solid without a crash.
So no, what the initial crash problem you have is you start the game, it pops up with a little thing, and you click play, and then it's done.
Oh shit.
So you just click play over and over and over.
What a great game!
That gives your play time up.
It's so fast and easy for beginners.
Just click play.
So terrible.
A billion times.
I gotta say, this is why people play console games, because it's like a lot of times
even that
the game just
backwards compatible.
Yeah, I mean that's always a big problem. That's
you buy a PS4
now starting to get fixed. It took long enough.
Library you could have an Xbone and not be able to play games from Xbox, which is the equivalent.
Yeah, but at least in that case you'd know. But I mean, like the deals you get on PC are too much or too worth it to make. They're like the sales you'll find on PC are just they blow the console sales out of the water.
I'm just talking about like the user-friendly side. It's like some people, it's like. Just going in and rewriting 2 lines of code, like that may not be a big deal to some of us, but to other people, that's like Greek. Like they're never going to do that. That game is just broke forever for them. You know what I mean?
The thing is,
Kapato's having all kinds of trouble because he's just not used to like going through menus and troubleshooting stuff.
Yo.
Yeah,
I had the worst time with that.
People don't want to have to be a programmer to play a fucking game sometimes.
And I come across a lot, and it's mostly because my graphics suck, but it took a lot to try to, or my graphics card sucks. When I was playing Unity, I got to play Assassin's Creed, because the graphics card it asks for is a lot better than the one I have.
Yeah.
And so when I try to play it, it would crash constantly. And so I'd have to adjust it and kind of figure out what works. What's this giant?
Yeah, sometimes you're gameplay experience suffers greatly.
What the fuck?
What?
Because with consoles, it's like a clear cutoff where it's like your graphics are going to be at least this good if you're on this console.
Yeah, I can see that.
And everyone and all the developers know what to shoot for.
Uh-huh.
So it's more standardized.
Yeah, well, the stability of games on consoles is what sells them, really. I mean, you virtually never have games that crash on consoles.
It's just plug and play. Like, there's no, you got to install your operating system and order the 8 parts that are necessary, plus the monitor and the peripherals. You get it at the store, you put it in your fucking TV,
but you're never going to be on par with the PC.
And you feel really sad about yourself as you play Gran Torino 7.
Gran Torino.
No friends in real life.
Well, certain people might be better off playing on consoles.
Gran Turismo, that's the game I'm thinking of.
There you go.
There's a certain individual in Ark that might be better off playing on a console for like.
Oh, dude.
Ark is going to be so hard to play on a console, man.
No, I'm not saying play Ark. I'm just saying maybe that can
optimize
playing
really badly.
Oh yeah, Ark is but it's early access, so
yeah.
You can't expect and the optimization is the top priority. Like, it's getting better daily.
Oh yeah, the load time is going down by half, I'd say.
Yeah.
I've seen people with like top level graphics cards struggle to run that game at a decent frame rate without turning like large amounts of graphic settings off completely.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's
high-level systems don't do well. Oh, and AMD systems do terribly. Like, you almost have to have NVIDIA at this point in the development to play.
It's part of the conspiracy.
Yeah, well, it's because they have GeForce or whatever enabled, so it's like, AMD cards, you can suck yourself.
Welcome to the Ark Discussion Podcast.
GTA 5 just got re-optimized today.
Oh, did it?
Apparently, the settings that I had it at before weren't truly optimized because they just re-optimized it.
Shut up and take my money!
Yeah, they need to go ahead and put that game on sale so I can buy it. Because I don't know, I just don't like buying games that aren't on sale. Ever since I got Steam, and I've been spoiled by all the deals.
If something doesn't have a launch sale, then I'm pissed. I'm like, what? They're not having a launch sale? I'm not going to buy
what kind of primitive shit is this? Do they think I play on consoles?
Bitch, please.
Savages.
I ain't gonna. I don't have to wait.
Look, an article on profanity.
Oh, good.
Oh, we're moving on. Go.
Well, we've been talking about video games for a while. I was like, let's try to get it off of video games.
Move. Go.
How dare you say that? The evolution of profanity.
Fuck that, man.
Oh shit! Shit is what's this
about? I'm trying to find it. I had
anybody at all read this
George. Yet? By gosh, by golly. What is that one?
So here's some old ones.
God's Body.
By Jove, by George, by gosh, by golly, and Odds Bodskins, which they all started as God's Body.
Oh yeah.
Which is apparently like a profane thing to say.
You don't talk about God.
No.
Zounds was a shortening of by his wounds, as in those of Jesus.
It's like zoinks. Is that what Jesus yelled when he got stabbed? Zoinks! I got stabbed.
Zlit and snails, referring to his eyelid and nails.
Yeah. Okay.
Drat was a way to say God's rot. Around the same time Darn started, when people avoided saying eternal damnation.
What is God rot?
Carnation. I don't know, but I can understand why that would be considered bad time.
It sounds like a heavy metal band.
Yeah, God rot.
Yeah, it sounds metal as fuck.
I can't understand it.
Yeah.
I just thought that was pretty fucking awesome.
What tarnation's going on
that seems like the kind of metal band that only a certain kind of metal fan can really get into.
God's rot.
How the fuck is eternal?
We're gonna rock so hard. Rock your faces up just like God would intend you to do.
Yes.
Oh God! You know what? This, like something really sad is if you want to listen to something really sad is Christian music, just of all kind. Especially pop.
It's so bad.
Oh my God! It's so epic.
Well, we used to have a Christian radio station in the town I'm in, and I used to listen to that every once in a while just because it was so absurd. It was awful.
The songs though were just funny, man.
And a lot of them sound really inappropriate.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I get on my knees. I think,
They
all
love
right,
Jesus
yeah.
a little too much.
yeah.
Jesus wanted a blowjob. Good job, lady.
And see, if you watch South Park, then you'd know that that was a joke on there for an episode.
Faith plus
Was
one.
Faith
Who knows?
plus
Maybe I
one.
saw that episode.
Did you see that
Do you
episode?
love
I
God?
might
or
have when I
are
was
you
younger.
in
I mean,
love?
it's been a
Body
long
of
time.
Christ.
I watched a few episodes. It's not like I was like, oh, South Park is awful, I'm never going to watch it. It's just like, I didn't really care much for it, but if it was on, sometimes I'd watch.
Oh yeah, that was like that was my life for a while.
When you're, here's a funny part. When you're talking about white and dark meat, cooking like chicken and shit,
Oh no.
that was in a way to avoid the terms of breasts and thighs and like limbs and stuff.
Oh.
That's how that evolved. Yeah, there's just like this is tummy instead of belly was considered a rude part of the body to refer to. Tummy was okay because of its association with children. Anyway, this is a fun article to read because they talk about like the evolution of profanity. I'm not going to get too far into it, but
Nice.
we'll leave a link in the description.
Like
Some of the way
my
it's involved is hilarious.
My grandparents absolutely hate when I say the word fart. They treat it as like almost I told them to go fuck themselves.
What's wrong with fart?
I don't know. They just have this like weird line where you're not allowed to say that one in particular.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you know what?
very rude.
My aunt was like that. It was always like, oh, there's a barking spider, or you have to say like fluff.
Oh yeah, they say
A barking spider? Wait, what?
Yeah, you fart and you're like, oh, must have been a barking spider.
no, they
Really?
have they say boop.
Tell us more about the barking spider.
You boop.
No, that's just, you would say when I was a kid. That's how she would handle it. Like when you farted, she's like, oh, there's a barking spider somewhere.
They also don't like poop too much. They prefer like passing.
Who does?
Or, yeah, like passing
It's
valves or something. I don't know.
filing paperwork, taking to the Browns in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, taking the Browns to the Super Bowl.
Dropping some
the
rebels.
kids off
Kids
the
off
pool.
of the pool. Yeah.
Yeah, dropping some rebels in the
Is
Starlock
that
pit.
Coke worthy right there? Just forward that one to class.
Oh my god.
Do somebody owe me one less Coke, or
Yeah.
do I?
Stabby owes you one.
Oh, good.
One of mine.
Awesome.
Yeah. Basset.
One of these days we're going to find his address and we'll all ship him like a couple cases of
Like-
Coke.
Why are there so much Coke?
I would do that.
And then his
And
mom would be
soda.
like, why are there 6 cases of Coke in boxes on our
And
front?
it's like, class, I'm going to need you to record opening packages for the next couple days, just in case.
Wheel it in, but then I have to start from zero. I like having something to hold over you guys' head.
Yeah, but
It's
I think
power to him.
It's
It's a
collateral. in
form
case
of
you guys do
power.
something.
We've given him
Yeah.
power.
Yeah,
I think I
you
have
can't
about
do that.
maybe 3 Cokes that I owe you because we've been trading back and forth.
We have, yeah. I think you're.
But-
Let me pull out the books here.
Nice.
It's got a
It's
written down.
it's 5. You owe me 5.
Five?
Coke.
Wow.
Look at that. Yeah.
He's actually keeping track, which is more than I ever did.
No. I don't own any books. I'm just bullshitting.
Yeah.
Epic, though.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the disappointment. I should start keeping track though.
Too
That
busy
would be
training
really
your
funny.
Triceratops.
I kind of
Oh,
wish
your-
I
Your Delos.
literally had like a full-on record of how many Cokes everybody owed him.
Well, see, you're gonna have to make a big guess for how much Coke Mike owes you because that number's
Yeah,
gonna be
that's-
Mike owes me.
astronomical.
He has the most Coke debt out
That's
of anyone.
stupid, ridiculous numbers right there.
Yeah.
I don't want to make the man go broke. No.
That's that's diabetes inducing.
It took me for everything.
Yeah, I couldn't even drink all that.
That's all
One
the
Coke at a
soda.
I had one Coke for all 365 days. They took my leg.
Lord,
Yeah.
That'd actually be pretty funny.
the end.
What, taking your leg?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Today's
diabetes.
show is sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Class shows up with like a fucking hacksaw and like a syringe full of like morphine or
did it to me.
something.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, today's show is not brought to you by
Welcome to the
aforementioned
Untitled Studios
Today-
podcast.
Today's podcast is brought to you by the American Diabetes Association.
Yeah, really. Oh man.
Diabetes.
No, what was it? We had a guy that lived down the street from where I am. Unfortunately, he passed on, but he had lost a leg to diabetes, and he was like,
Diabetes.
a really big dude. So like, every so often he'd fall out of his chair or his bed, and they'd have to come get people to pick him back up and put him back in.
That sucks.
He's a nice dude.
Sucks.
And it's so funny because his son would be like,
great story.
Well, his son was helping take care of him, and his son would be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." And it's like, look, man, if I can't take 3 minutes out of my day to help a human up off of the floor, what kind of fucked up person would that make me? If you really think about it, is it really that much of an imposition?
I'd be like, they don't have time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
They're busy.
The other option is the guy would have to call 911, and like the fire department would come out and help out.
That gives people's jobs. I mean, come on.
Well, it costs a lot of money. It costs a lot of money with like the fucking city and the state and all that shit, though. So
you're stealing people's jobs, Stabby. How dare you?
You go and help the guy,
Un-American asshole.
And then something goes wrong, and then he sues you for like $50,000, and you're like, no, why did I help that guy?
Nah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and
never really bothered me much.
Mobile diabetics are the backbone of this economy.
You know, and now the fire department from my town sees this, and they're like calling up and filing lawsuits against me.
Yeah.
Damn it, we lost Bob because of you, motherfucker.
They took her. Sorry, South Park.
Oh. Today's show brought to you by
South Park, Coca-Cola, and diabetes.
Yeah.
And child rape.
Oh, child
rape and granny
child rape
and Subway.
And my fresh.
So to be fair, I don't know if there's much of a difference between child rape and a Subway sandwich right now. You know, I just can't separate Jared from Subway sandwiches. It's a
good I love Subway sandwiches, man. You can't ruin Subway sandwiches for me. Those are
Subway sandwiches ruin Subway sandwiches, man. They're fucking disgusting.
Yeah, you get the $5 footlong, you have it put all the vegetables on it, and then you get 2 meals out of that shit.
You take one bite into it, and then you cry into the rest of it because you realize you wasted $5 on that shit.
Yeah, but it's $5 for 2 meals, though.
Yeah.
You know, you eat like a 6-inch, for lunch, and then you save
the
other.
No. It's a good quantity of food. It's just disgusting.
Although, you know what, there's a better place in my town that does these awesome burritos that are like that.
How's the food? You get a lot of it.
For $7, and you get like 2 meals out of the burrito.
I'm trying to think of where that is.
Child, these burritos are.
No, I like Firehouse subs. That's the best place for subs.
No, we don't have those over here in
Maine.
Maine.
You live in Maine.
Oh yeah, that's right. You don't.
In the west coast of Maine, that part that I live on.
Yeah.
The west coast of Maine.
The west coast of Maine.
West side.
You know, Mike lives in central Maine, and then you live on the east coast of Maine.
Oh yeah.
And we don't have that Firehouse subs. No, we have Quiznos. Quiznos isn't half bad, or at least it was.
I used to love Quiznos until the Quiznos by me closed down.
Oh. Yeah, well, I haven't had it in years because it just got too expensive.
Yeah.
But
I like they have a good combination of like soups and sandwiches, and I don't know.
It's not like
what the fuck are we talking about?
Angle.
I don't know.
What's your favorite place to eat?
I used to love their clam chowder though.
Yeah.
Quiznos had some great clam chowder.
I like their sugar and broccoli.
Clam chowder at Quiznos.
Yeah.
It's getting close to my lunchtime, so I'm starting to think about what I have to cook for my food.
Oh
fish
my
tacos
god.
tonight.
Might cook up a couple of pork pasta.
Terrible.
That's fantastic. No, see, I am a lover of food. It doesn't fucking matter what it is. It changes every single day, and as long as it's not going to kill me, I eat it.
Oh,
I made the best food yesterday, by the way. This is something I'm sharing. I don't know if anybody else makes.
The best what?
The best meal yesterday. It was pizza casserole.
Best meal ever. Go.
Ooh, pizza
It was like a pizza casserole. So I cooked up some chicken, then I added like olives, mushrooms, and tomato sauce. A little bit of onions and garlic, and you can add whatever you want, just the tomato sauce. And then I layered that down, and then we have a store nearby that sells pre-made pizza dough.
Oh, okay.
And so then I just took one of their pre-made pizza doughs and stretched it out over the top, put a little cheese down, and then another little layer of the meat and sauce, and another little layer of cheese, and then I topped it with another layer of pizza dough. Smeared a little oil on the top, just brush a little oil on lightly, and sprinkled some Parmesan on the top.
Oh yeah. You gotta smear that oil real nice.
Yeah. Baked for about a half hour, 350, so all the cheese inside was good and melted, and everything was nice and hot and bubbly, and it was like a pizza casserole.
Oh.
Wow.
Huh.
It was
Sounds like
pretty
pizza
fucking awesome.
Pizza lasagna. I don't know. I'm trying to find a way to.
It's like pizzagna. Yeah, it's like a pizzagna.
Yeah.
Nice.
Lasagna.
Then you put it on
Pizza
someone,
meat.
then it is a
Mario.
pizza.
There's a better pun out there for that though, and I want to. I don't know. It needs
If
to
you
be
put it
worked
on
out.
somebody's head, then it is a
Give me a couple
pizza.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ah!
God damn, that was cheesy.
Yes! 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 All
Wow.
about the terrible joke.
Joking
Oh, man.
podcast.
But it was delicious, and you could do it with any kind of meat you want. Like you could put pepperoni and salami in there and come out just as good.
Could you put this dick in there?
Yeah.
Well, if you want to cut it up, cook it, and then mix it
I got
with
some
you could.
pepperoni.
That doesn't sound like it'd be very good.
Yeah, I've got an extra
Salami.
large sausage over here, if anybody wants it.
Man-sized manicotti. All sorts of stuff.
Dick jokes and pizza.
Yay.
I love it.
Penises.
That should be the ending point. We can end
Right
on
there.
that.
How far
That's
are
how
we
we know
taking
it.
this?
We're done.
We still have a
We're
minute
at the
left.
ending point. Yeah, we've
Wow,
got
and my trick still hasn't tamed. So
God
I
damn
was
it.
never.
Thanks for being paying full attention to what we're doing.
Remember,
I love
violence
the, I
is
love the attitude.
kid.
Enthusiasm
Many
class.
they don't need the last minute of it. Fuck it. Goodbye.
Yeah,